Hey, what's up, car shipping rock stars? It's your girl Ashley from ReloGeek.com, and today is a very special episode. I am going to do a website audit for Tamara. She was the one lucky winner. She was actually the only participant in our giveaway, so she won a free website audit, and she has given me permission to post it here on the YouTube channel, so that way the entire ReloGeek community can see and learn from it. So thank you very much for being such a sport, Tamara. Also, as my special thank you, because I just wanted to do something extra special for you, I am going to design your site for you. So I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you like the outcome. And I'm going to walk you guys through the entire process, so you're going to see everything that I'm doing as far as how I go about designing sites. I am going to start from a template that I give away when you purchase certain packages in my Relo Academy. There's an option of 2 templates. You get both of them, and you can choose whichever one you want, or you can choose to keep both of them. So I'm going to use that as a starting point. So hopefully you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed filming it. So let's get right on into it. Okay, so we have pulled up Tamara's website, Midlands Auto Brokers, and the first initial reaction is the site is a bit dark. Now, this is a personal preference, but it is based off of the fact that we live currently in a society where light and minimalism is starting to shine. So, well, it's been shining, but minimalist sites and light, fresh websites tend to be the ones that a lot of people are drawn to. So if this was my site, I would probably use the red as like an accent color to a light gray or even white. So this whole section in here, I would definitely consider making this like a light gray or white. Another thing I noticed right off the bat, excuse me. Another thing I noticed right off the bat is that your Midlands Auto Brokers logo right here, it's very, it's just text. And sometimes text is not a bad thing, but it doesn't stand out. Like, there's nothing special about it. It just looks like it's just some words on a screen. So if it was me, I would definitely look into designing something just a little bit more unique, and I would remove the LLC part of it. You don't have to have that on there. This car right here at the top, it appears to be out of place. I would remove it completely. It's a nice image, but I think that it's detracting from your overall website. It doesn't add any value. So I definitely would remove it. And if you notice, there's like something right here underneath it. I don't know. It looks like a wheel, like you had something else there. So I don't know if this was an accident, but I definitely would consider like removing all of that. Over here, let's take a look at this side over here. You have your address here. You don't need that. So I would get rid of that. The phone number, I would make this phone number a lot bigger so it stands out, and I would make it clickable. And by clickable, I mean people are on their mobile devices. You want them to be able to find your website, click it, and be able to click that phone number and be able to call you directly from their cell phone. Obviously, if they're on their computer, it's a little bit different, but just having that functionality would add value to your website. You could also remove the fax number. In my opinion, there's no need to have your fax number on display. If somebody wants your fax number for whatever reason, then they can call you and ask for it. I would move these hours of service. I don't mind them. I'm not against them. It's fine. But I would put it beneath your phone number. So have your phone number be really big, and then have the hours of service. Maybe keep the size, but I would just move it up a little bit. Now let's talk about this tagline. I'm guessing that's what I would call it, a tagline. It's good, but in my opinion, it could be better, like something memorable. Your personal shipping intermediary, it's very bland. It doesn't say anything about you or what you stand for or your goals or your aspirations for your business or how you differentiate yourself from everybody else. It doesn't make you stand out. Now, let's scroll down here. We're going to come back to this top part of the website here in a bit, but I want to scroll down to the pictures. I love photography. Obviously, a lot of you guys know that I had my own photography business. So I love any opportunity to post any type of photographs that are of car hauler trucks. If these images aren't yours, then I would definitely recommend you remove them and exchange for a car or anything. The last thing you want to do is to have some images that you took from Google or from wherever on your site, because the owner of those images, if they really wanted to, they can come after you, and you don't want any issues. So for all you guys out there that have images of, you know, things that aren't yours, then that you didn't either buy from a stock photo, that's perfectly fine if you purchased it, or if you got it from a free image site, that's perfectly fine. But when you have images that you just grab from Google, those are still copywritten, and you can really get in trouble. And we're trying to start your business off on the right foot here, or grow your business. So you definitely don't want to have anything that might jeopardize your business financially. You have a button, and this button says button. So we definitely want to fix that. I don't know where you're anticipating it go to. I know your site is new, but you don't want it to say button. So it's the little things like this that can make your site go from being credible to being like, okay, I'm not going to trust this broker. You're in an industry where how you portray yourself is very important to your business stability, because a lot of people already look at the auto transport industry as a scam as far as brokers are concerned. So you definitely want to make sure, at the very least, your site looks legitimate. Also, there's a typo here. I know we all make mistakes, but I'm guessing it was supposed to be called us for. So we want to fix that, get that corrected. Let's go down to this: honest, dependable, reasonable, realistic goals. Now, these words, honest, dependable, reasonable, they're so cliche. They're so overdone. Try to find a different word that can mean the same thing. Like, you definitely want, you're supposed to be honest. You're supposed to be dependable. You're supposed to be reasonable. But if you look at every single auto transport broker website, you're going to see those same exact words repeated over and over again. And it's repeated so much that they're going to just start ignoring them. Not necessarily thinking. They're going to start ignoring them. And that's the last thing you want them to do. However, on the contrary, realistic goals. I am loving that. Like, I have not really seen that. And I like the fact that you are using that. I think it's so good that I would somehow incorporate that into your tagline. Like, we set realistic shipping expectations. And just somehow, some way, incorporate realistic goals. If that's what's going to separate you from the next guy, then why not use that? Play to that. Definitely. Another thing, going back to Midland's auto brokers, this is not a deal breaker. However, auto brokers, the word auto brokers, there's a big difference between an auto transport broker and an auto broker. And brokers are people that help people who are looking to buy vehicles. Auto transport broker coordinates the shipment of vehicles. Very, very different. I don't know your background. I don't know if you maybe were an auto broker before and now you're trying to be an auto transport broker. But you can't, I get it. It looks as if you already filed your LLC. So obviously, I wouldn't recommend you change your name, but with that being said, then you definitely want to make sure your website stands out as, a car shipping website, not an auto broker, because you're going to, and you might have already experienced this if you've been up for any amount of time, where people are going to contact you about finding them a car or purchasing them a car, because auto brokers is a very searched term. So just be careful, be conscious of that, of making sure people know what you do. Another thing I want to mention, I would move your logo here to the right somewhere. I'm not sure if I said that already, but if I didn't, definitely move this logo over here, somewhere over here. And again, you definitely want to look into trying to make this look more appealing per se. From this, it looks like at a quick glance you're going for a more professional look, which in that case, then I totally understand why you chose what you chose. But definitely look into making this whole thing cohesive. Another thing is, while we're here on this section, there's a space here. I don't think it's supposed to be there. It looks like a double space for some strange reason. Look like you have an extra space there. It's no big deal, but I noticed it. Another thing I want to mention here is you use the word we, and I'm not picking on you per se. It's just that I've been through this. When I first started my brokering business, I literally used to use the word we when, I mean, technically there was kind of a we, but not really. But I used it to make myself seem bigger. And I realized quickly the power of I, right? Everybody wants to be big. And what they don't realize is you're missing out on a great market if you just be yourself. In brokering, being yourself, having a personality, being true to you, who you are, is what's going to make you stand out. So maybe I'm not, like I said, I don't know. But if you are a we, then by all means use we. But if you are an I, and it's just you, stand up to that. I get your vehicle to its destination safely and on time. Although I wouldn't necessarily say I get your vehicle to your destination safely and on time, because that implies that you're a carrier. And you don't want to, you need to make sure that you are what you say you are. Your words speak to who you are. You're an auto transport broker. I will find a truck that would get your vehicle to your destination safely and on time. And if they don't, here's what I'll do to help the situation. Another thing I noticed is that you do not have your MC number anywhere down here. By law, you are supposed to, as a freight broker, which you are a freight broker, even though you do auto transport, you're supposed to display your MC number on your website. So whether you want to put it in the corner here, wherever you want to put it, it needs to be there. So make sure that you add that in there somewhere. And it's displayed. It don't have to be really big. It don't have to be like ginormous, say, look at me, but it needs to be there. You should have some type of form on your site. When people land here, let's just say that majority of your clients that are going to land on your page are people who received a quote from you, and they're going to check you out. So they're going to go on your site and see what you have to offer. Now, in the instance where a person finds you somehow, some way, maybe you posted somewhere, maybe you handed out a business card, whatever it is, and they want a quote to ship their car, or maybe they're recommended by somebody, you need to have a form here. A button is great to take you to a form, but realistically, if it was me, I would put a form right here or on this side. Which side, it doesn't really matter. It just needs to be there so people don't, and you don't want them to have to scroll too far to get to your form, but definitely put a form on your homepage. Some type of contact form. Looking at this, one of the things brokers, truck drivers, a lot of you guys are not paying attention to, relocation companies, is the power of an about page. Like somewhere on your website, it needs to talk about you and how you help your clients. Now I get it. This is somewhat of an about section here. But go further. Tell what your reason for starting your business. Really go into detail. Don't underestimate the power of about page. Your about page usually is like the most looked at page on your website, apart from your home page. So it's very important that you should have some type of about us page that talks about you, who you are, what your goals are, why you start doing what you do. You know, just be real. I can't express that enough. The power of being real. And obviously, I talk a lot about blogging. It's no secret. I know how powerful blogging is. A lot of you guys don't do it. You're missing out on a major, major opportunity there. So eventually down the line, you should have a link to a blog. That's how Google will find you. That's how people will find you through Google. So it's definitely something that you should be looking into. And no, you don't have to be the best writer in the world. Just write what you feel, write what you know, and you'll be in good hands. So that is my initial assessment of your website. It's not bad. It really isn't. Like it's not. It's just little things. Like realistically, if you just remove this, and I don't know what's underneath that, but I'll just say all of that, you have a pretty, in this button, you have a pretty good, decent landing page for people who are looking to ship their car. You're just starting out. But let's take it a little bit further. So I mentioned that I was going to show you guys how to let me refresh this page. That I was going to show you guys how to take the templates that I give you guys in Relo Academy, for those of you that join me over in Relo Academy, and use the template to build your website. And I'm going to show you how simple it is. Now, obviously, I have purchased Headway themes, so it's already there. and I've put in my code and everything. So I'm going to assume that you have done that. So this really isn't to show you guys how to use Headway. I will maybe do another thing later, but this is really just to show you what I would do for your website if it was me. So I'm going to go into here and I'm going to grab the templates if I can find them. I have so much stuff in here. Okay, here they are. So I'm going to grab the first template, and it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I have 2 of them here, so it's loading. Okay, this is one of the templates, and since your colors are red, I'm actually going to grab the other template because it's already got the foundation, and it's just going to make it a little bit easier to go through this. So again, these 2 templates are going to be available if you purchase one of the higher end packages of Relo Academy. So I'm going to activate this template. The first thing you need to do, if you don't have WordPress already, I'm hoping you do, is to create 2 pages. You need a home page and you need a blog page. You're going to go into your settings and you're going to make sure that these are set, your static page. So you need to have your home and your blog page, and you're going to make sure that your theme that you chose is Headway, obviously. All right, I don't want to get into details because this video is going to turn into a very long video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head on into the visual editor, and I'm going to basically tweak it. But also, what I'm going to do is quickly, I have a freebie download inside the vault for you to access the logo design course. So I'm going to just go ahead and design something right quick for you. Obviously, Midland Auto Brokers. Obviously, this is just a quick edit, but I just want to give you something. I guess while we're waiting, I could talk about some practical advice for starting your business. Converting leads isn't as hard as people think it is. Like, literally, you can easily convert leads just by listening. A lot of you guys get on the phone. I know this because I've done some test calls with some of you. And you guys jump on the phone and immediately you're talking. You're talking so much about how you're this great person and what you're going to do for them. And it's okay to lead the conversation. Like, you should be leading the conversation. But realistically, if you want to convert leads, you got to do a lot more listening. Right? So, all right. Midland Auto Brokers. And again, I'm going to leave off the LLC here. So we're going to do zoom in here. So this is just a simple, I'm just creating something so simple. You like red. I don't really like this one. So let's see what this font is. Oopsies. But yeah, like I was saying about converting leads, like converting leads is really not that difficult. Like, you guys got to just listen, man. That's all it takes, is just to stop talking so much and start listening to your customers, because they'll tell you exactly what they want. Like, it's that simple. Let's see. Oh, that's what I'll do. Midland. And then we're going to remove that. We're going to add Lato. Let's see. Brokers. And so again, guys, this is just me really quickly just designing something. Now, obviously, I would take a lot more time if it was my business to make this look a lot more professional, a lot more thought out. But let's see if I can increase this. But yeah, this is just basic. Very, very basic. But this is just to show you, literally, like, it doesn't take much for you to create something. Like, you literally can just create something like that. Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Okay, so now I'm going to crop this right quick and save it. And the reason I have the background as transparent is it allows me to put your logo on anything. And you'll see what I mean by that. Like any background when it's like this, and you have to save it as a PNG file. And so let's save it to my computer. And we're going to remove that title, Midland Auto. And I tell you guys this in Relo Academy, what you save it as is very important. Use that opportunity to really save it as something. Well, I'm going to leave that there. So now we're going to come back in here, and we're on the home page. So I'm going to open this up, and let me take a look at this. So I've already imported the theme, so it's already here. Like, this is what you're looking at. So realistically, all you have to do is just go into all of where I have stuff and just change it around. So, you know, you're going to go in here, upload files. I'm going to upload the logo I just had for you and use this image. And we're going to automatically resize it here. It looks a little blurred when I automatically resize it. So I'm going to leave it. I'm actually going to leave that. And then you see here, it's telling you all your instructions. So this is that simple. We're going to go ahead and put your phone number here. So let's see. Paste that into here. And then we're going to add it in here as well. Okie dokie. And save that. Now we're just going to go here and take a look at what we have so far. And see if I like the white up top. Yeah, the white can work. Again, it's your choice. So I'm going to go in here and quickly edit your tagline here for something else. What was it I said? We were going to realistic goals. So again, you'd put more thought into it, but all right, so the next thing is obviously you're going to need a contact form, which you don't have here, but I'm going to go in and say, I'm going to go in and put everything that you had there. Just going to copy what you had there, and I'm going to paste it into here just to show you what it would look like. See the extra spaces here. Remove them, remove that, update, refresh this. Okay, you see that? Now it's there. Obviously, I said that you want a contact form. I'm going to do this, add a contact form. Obviously, you'd put more, like I said, more time and effort into this. I'm just, like I said, this is just basic. I'm just doing this so that we could get a form in here. So, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to grab this from the auto transport quote. We're going to save it. Let's refresh this. And obviously, like I said, you'd take more time to put an actual quote form into here. But, okay, so now we have that. We're going to go down here. And obviously, you're gonna put your own picture there of you. Or if you don't want you up there, then you can just put whatever you want there. Just throw that image in there. Then this is what I was talking about, more information about you. So you would say like Midland. Obviously you can come in and change this and do what you have to do to change that. Open this up, adjust this to make sure it says about Midland. Okay, save F5. Sure. So you'd go in obviously and put your own reviews in there, and you see down here you have your MC number, and then bam, you have a much better website than you did before. Like you see here, you obviously have like your logo, you have a call to action. So if they actually click this, if they had a phone, it would call. You know, you have your header here, you know, a nice image. It's simple, it's clean, it gets the job done. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, this video. Tamara, again, I want to thank you for volunteering to be the guinea pig on this. Definitely, you know, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Do you want more videos like this where I take a company and I, you know, basically audit it and tell you guys what you're doing wrong, what I think you're doing right, what you can expand on. But like I said, we live in a time where simple is better. So I took something like as simple as this site here and used a free template that I give all the students who purchase one of the advanced packages in Relo Academy, and I just put in simple little things. You made simple tweaks. Obviously, you'd go in and put your own image back here, which is very simple to do, and you have a working website that looks way more, you know, professional, upbeat than this. So there you guys have it. If you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up as always. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. I'm Ashley from ReloGeek.com, and I am signing out. Now get out there, guys, and make moves happen. I will see you guys in the next video.